Hi, welcome to the session number 10, Risk Management. In this video, we are going to talk about quite a few critical areas on risk management. Out of these areas, we are gonna discuss risk register, performing qualitative and quantitative risk analysis process, planning risk responses, risk response strategies that you can use, and controlling the risks. I hope you will enjoy it and you're gonna take away a lot of critical knowledge that definitely adds a lot of value in managing your upcoming projects. First of all, risk register. First, let's have a look at the definition of risk management. Process of conducting risk management planning, identification, analysis, response planning, and controlling risk on a project. Increased likelihood and impact of positive events, as well as decreased likelihood and impact of negative events, are the main goals of risk management. There are 6 different processes involved in risk management. They are namely plan risk management, identify risks, perform qualitative risk analysis, perform quantitative risk analysis, plan risk responses, and control risks. If you look at these 6 different sub-processes within risk management, you see that most of them, 5 of these sub-processes, are within the planning stage. Just the last one, which is control risks, is within monitoring and controlling. In terms of risk management, we need to be aware of few critical concepts. Let's have a look at the terms threats and opportunities. What is a threat? A familiar name, right? A threat is a bad risk. Example, if a flood happens, servers might be damaged. That's a bad risk, so that is a threat. An opportunity, obviously, as the word suggests, it's a good risk. Example, if we buy 20 components at once, we will pay 25% lesser. Also, up to 90% of the threats identified in risk management can be eliminated. So your ability to identify the threats will allow you to manage them effectively. Uncertainty. In risk management terms, uncertainty means lack of knowledge about an event that reduces confidence in conclusions. Risk factors, which are also known as attributes. Some of the risk factors are probability of its occurrence, also range of possible outcomes, expected timing, anticipated frequency of risk events from that source. Risk averse. Someone who does not want to take the risks is known as risk averse. Risk tolerances. Areas of risk that are acceptable or unacceptable. Example, any risk that affects company reputation is not tolerated. There can be certain risks that you can tolerate. Those are known as tolerances. The next term that we discuss is risk thresholds. What do you think? What does it mean? Well, This is the point where a risk becomes unacceptable. Example, maximum acceptable delay time is 2 weeks. You can delay your activity or the project until 2 weeks. The moment, the point you exceed the 2 weeks time window is a point you're crossing the risk threshold. If you have a good risk management plan, there are no huge fires to put out every day. Risks are brought up in every meeting before they happen. So proactive attitude towards managing risk and actually doing everything that you have to do in order to manage risk will ensure that you become a successful project team. If the risk event happens, there is a plan to act. That's the importance, that's the necessity of risk management. Being aware that the risks are possible, you come up with proactive plans to mitigate and respond to them in the appropriate way. Risks can be identified at any time. So during your project, there's no any time frame where you could say this is the time frame where we are going to do risk management. Throughout the project, you got to be keen in managing your risks because they can occur at any given point of time. Risk management process is very iterative. So it follows a cycle. While you are doing the planning, while you start do the execution, while you do the monitoring and controlling, risks occur and they will be resolved. As you resolve certain risks, certain other risks can come up. So it goes in a loop, challenging your activities and the results that you're targeting. So your ability, your competence in managing risk is a huge competency required as a project manager.